Now coming to the next very important fundamental operation, and that is division. Now let us understand what is division first, then we can conclude as to what is division. Now 24 divided by 6. Now actually division is repeated subtraction. Therefore 24 divided by 6 is subtract 6 from 24, we get 18. Subtract 6 from 18, we get 12. Subtract 6 from 12, we get 6. Subtract 6 from 6, we get 0. That means in 4 steps the difference has become 0. That means I have gone 4 steps down, and therefore 24 divided by 6 is 4. That means when I subtract 6 4 times from 24, if I subtract 6 4 times from 24, I get the difference as 0, and therefore the division of 24 divided by 6 is 4. Now 24 is 4 groups of 6. 24 is 4 groups of 6. Therefore division is repeated subtraction. Here 24 is the dividend, 6 is the divisor, and the 4 is the quotient. Again I'll repeat, 24 is the dividend, 6 is the divisor, and 4 is the quotient. So remember, when we multiply the divisor, and the quotient, we get the dividend. Rather, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Please remember that. Now 5 divided by 5. I am dividing 5 by again 5. So 5 divided by 5 means I have to subtract 5 from 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. That means 1 step down. That means 5 divided by 5 is always 1. So therefore remember, any number divided by itself, the quotient is 1. Remember that. The quotient is 1. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 26 divided by 26 is 1. So division of a number by the same number. Division of a number by the same number is 1. Now division of a number by 1 is a special case here. When you divide 4 divided by 1, when you divide 4 by 1, that means I have to keep subtracting until I get 0. So 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. I have gone 4 steps down. That means 4 divided by 1. When I go 4 steps down, that means I get the quotient as 4. Therefore 4 divided by 1 is 4. Therefore division of a number by 1 is the number itself. When you divide 4 by 1, I get back 4. That means 4 is the quotient, and therefore division of a number by 1 is the number itself. 8 divided by 1 is 8. 24 divided by 1 is 24. Please remember that. Now we have a statement here, multiplication statement, that is 6 into 4 is 24. Definitely 6 into 4 is 24 is a multiplication statement. From this one statement I get 2 division statements. That means when I divide 24 by 6 I get 4. When I divide 24 by 4 I get 6. There are 2 division statements. Therefore remember, one multiplication statement in mathematics gives us 2 division statements. Division statement. It's a very important relation which you have to remember. Now 0 divided by any number. Let us understand 0 divided by any number. When I divide 0 by 5, I get 0 because we know that 0 into 5 is 0. Therefore when I divide 0 by 5, I should get 0. 0 divided by 26 is 0 because 0 into 26 is 0, which we already know. When a number is multiplied by 0, it is 0. Therefore when we divide 0 by a number, we should get 0. That is a very important conclusion. Now division algorithm. Now this is a very important thing which you have to remember. What is an algorithm? An algorithm is a procedure which consists of definite steps in order to solve a problem. Now here the problem is to divide one number by another. That means it is a division algorithm. So division algorithm is defined steps to divide a number by another number to obtain quotient and the remainder. That is division algorithm. So please remember that. And the division algorithm is having a relation, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Again I'll repeat, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now the long division method of dividing a number by another number. That means division algorithm is a procedure which is called as the long division method of dividing one number by another. Now let us take one example. 42 divided by 2. So 42 has to be divided by 2. So consider the first digit, it is greater than 2. Therefore I can go for 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Remainder is 0. Carry 2 down. Then 2 and 2, 2 on the 2, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. Therefore 42 divided by 2 is 21. Please remember, 42 divided by 2 is 21. Now exactly to explain this, 42 divided by 2 is nothing but 42 is 40 plus 2. That means 40 plus 2 divided by 2. 40 plus 2 divided by 2 is nothing but 40 divided by 2 plus 2 divided by 2. 40 divided by 2 is 20, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that is 21. So this is exactly the procedure we are following in the long division method. Let us take one more example. 426 divided by 2. 426 divided by 2. 426 divided by 2. Now 426, 4 is greater than 2, 2 to the 4, 4 minus 4 is 0, bring 2 down, 2 on the 2, then 2 minus 2 is 0, bring 6 down, 6, 2 3 the 6, and 6 minus 6 is 0. Therefore 426 divided by 2 is 213. Let me explain this. Now 426 divided by 2 can be written as 400 plus 20 plus 6. So 400 plus 20 plus 6. Now 400, when I divide it by 2, definitely I will get 200. So I have got 200. Now I am left with 26. And 26 can be written as 20 plus 6, and therefore when I divide 20 by 2, I get 10, and I have got 10 here. Now remaining is 6, so I divide that 6 by 2, I get 3. So therefore division of 426 by 2 is nothing but division of 400 by 2, which is 200, division of 20 by 2, which is 10, division of 6 by 2, that is 3. When I add this, I get 213, and these are the 3 steps which we follow to get the value 213 when 426 is divided by 2. Remember that. Now I want to divide 600 by 2. Now 6 is greater than 2, 2 3 is 6, 6 minus 6 is 0, bring 0, now 2 zeros are 0, then again 0 minus 0, bring 0 down, 2 zeros are 0, that means the remainder is 0, the quotient is 300, the dividend is 600, the divisor is 2, therefore 600 divided by 2 is 300, which you have to remember the method of division. 692 divided by 9. Now 692 divided by 9, so 6 is, please understand, smaller than 9. So now I cannot take one digit, I have to take 2 digits. Remember, the one digit is 6, I have to divide by 9, 6 is smaller than 9, so I have to take 2 digits, that is 69. So when I take 69, 9 sevens are 63, because the number which I am going to subtract should be lesser than 69, and it should be a multiple of 9. So 9 sevens are 63, 9 minus 3 is 6, 6 minus 6 is 0, 2 bring 2 down, again 62, again I go for multiple of 9, 9 6 are 54, and 12 should be smaller than 62. I cannot go for 9 sevens are, 9 sevens are become 63, so I have to go for 9 6 are 54, 12 minus 4 is 8, so I have 76 as the quotient and 8 as the remainder. So the answer for 692 divided by 9 is 76 plus 8 divided by 9, or 76 8 by 9. Here quotient is 76 and the remainder is 8. So please remember that. Now to explain this, 692 divided by 9, that means I have to divide 600 by 9, then 90 by 9 and 2 by 9. Now I cannot divide 600 by 9, therefore I take 30 from 90, it becomes 630. When I divide 630 by 9, I get 70. I have taken what you call 30 from this, it becomes 60 here. So now I have to transfer the 6 to 2, that becomes 8. Here it becomes 54. So 54 I can divide by 9, I get 6. Now 8 is divided by 9. Therefore the answer is 70 plus 6, 76, and 8 by 9. Please understand this. Here I have taken 30, and here I have given 6 to 2. That means here I have reduced by 6, here I have increased by 30 in order to get the divisible number by 9. So therefore it is 630 by 9, 54 by 9 and 8 by 9. So therefore 8 by 9 is what is we get here, that is the remainder is 8 and the quotient is 76. So remember that. Now let us go for one more example, that is 3435 divided by 22. Now 3435 divided by 22, now 2 digits, so take 2 digits, 34 is definitely greater than 22, so 22 1s are 22, 3 4 minus 2 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 bring 3 down, 123. Now 123 is divisible, has to be found, we have to find a number. 22 when I multiply by 5, it is 110. I cannot multiply it by 6 because it will be greater than 123, so I have to multiply 22 into 5 is 110, subtract it, we get 3 and 1, bring 5 down, again 22 into 6 is 132, 5 minus 2 is 3, the remainder is 3. So we have the quotient as 156 and the remainder as 3. Therefore the division of 3435 by 22 becomes 156, that is the quotient, 3 is the remainder, or it is 156 3 divided by 22. We can verify the division algorithm So to verify the division algorithm, what we do is to multiply the divisor and to quotient and add the remainder, we should get the dividend. So let us take one example here. 22, here is 22 into 156. 156 plus 3. I have taken the dividend multiplied by the quotient and added the remainder. I get 3435, and that is exactly what is the answer, 3435. So please remember this. That means divisor into quotient plus the remainder is equal to dividend. So which is the what we wanted here. To understand that, we can verify the division algorithm by multiplying the divisor into quotient and adding the remainder to it. Let us go further. Now division by 10, 100, and we have learned how to, what happens when we multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. Here we are learning as to what happens to a number when divided by 10, 100 and 1000. See, 45 when I divide by 10, definitely I get the quotient as 4 and the remainder as 5. When I divide 245 by 10, I get the quotient as 24 and the remainder as 5. I have underlined here. So 10 means one digit will be the remainder. 364 when divided by 100, the quotient will be 3 and 64 will be the remainder. 1738 when divided by 1000, 1 will be the quotient, 738 will be the remainder. So 3 zeros, 3 digits will be the remainder. If you have 1498, 1 is the quotient, 498 is the remainder. 26,458, 26 is the quotient and 458 is the remainder. So the answer for this is 26,458 divided by 1000. And if I divide 26,458 by 10, that means 2645 is the quotient and 8 is the remainder. So the answer will be 2645 divided 8 by 10. 8 by 10. So that is how we can understand. So easily we can remember, as when a number is divided by 10, 100 and 1000, we can write the quotient and the remainder very easily. Very useful in competitive examinations.